So when Hardman scored, we were almost having a second halftime.
We were close. So close.
So close to an overtime, second overtime. So I guess, well, maybe it would have to go, if it'd have to go to a third overtime for there to be a second halftime.
Right. Yeah, because the Chiefs would have had to settle for a field goal there.
Right.
And then, maybe we come down and trade punts and then no score in the second OT. And then
now, let me
keep
ask
going.
you this question. You know how when you go to a concert and you cheer and they leave and then they come back and do an encore?
Right.
As a matter of fact, when Susie and I saw U2 in the Sphere on Wednesday night, Bono apologized for doing what he said was, he didn't call it typical. What did he call it? He just, the fake construct of making you cheer for another song when we know we're going to play one anyway.
There's going to be an encore regardless.
He actually apologized for that. So the question is, would they have brought Usher back out?
They would have had to have done a halftime, right? They wouldn't have just kept playing. They would have had to give these guys a break.
No, I think they'd have to keep playing.
Oh,
really? They played 4 consecutive quarters without a break?
Keep playing.
They would have had to have done some sort of 12-minute break.
Because it's not like we're cutting down the quarter time, right? You're still playing.
It was
Did
still
Usher
15
leave?
minutes.
Did he leave?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
Usher's hanging in a box somewhere.
Now, could they have busted the roller skates out for one more time?
That part was cool.
I hear you.
Well, I think maybe they had a list set up. Like Jay-Z was there. They may have pulled him out. They could.
By the way, there
were
were
a lot
tons.
of
You had Taylor Swift, Lizzo, Ariana Grande, Bieber.
Yep.
He was there.
Paul McCartney, you said, right?
Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani.
Right.
Reba McEntire was still there. Lady Gaga.
Right?
There's
McCartney.
McCartney.
You
had
like
your
a We Are the
choice.
World situation, Mike. They could have just got
could've
away.
been-
That's exactly. That's what they do.
The
They just
making of
come
We
out-
Are the
they
World
just come
Part
out
2
and
is
We Are the World.
just
Start playing.
You gotta,
anything could
You got to say, hey,
man.
we got to pitch in so these guys get some rest.
And we know Taylor Swift had a few drinks in her, so she
Dude,
could
it's
really
pounding.
let it rip.
And they were anytime they showed her, and they rarely showed her, but the couple
No,
times
they didn't really show it.
No, they showed her a lot.
Niner fans in the
Tell
stadium.
Kim.
In the stadium,
talking
Niner
about
fans were like booing.
Of course they're booing.
of course.
She's a Chiefs fan. Why
Yeah,
wouldn't you boo?
she's the enemy.
But as soon as the first time they showed her, as soon as she was on camera, she just grabbed the beer and she shotgunned it.
Which apparently now on Twitter she's a horrible role model
Oh,
because
good
she's
Lord.
a 34-year-old woman. had a
Whatever.
drink.
But would they?
Is that a thing?
So would the
really?
Oh, I
NFL?
literally
Would
just
the
heard
NFL
they
just
tweeted
gone
about
around
it.
and say we need you?
Or just hey, you want to do it?
By the
You
way,
mind doing it?
comedians. Sebastian Maniscalco plays the sold-out
That's
stadiums.
right.
He was there.
They could have done it.
Kimmel,
After the
Kimmel
third
was
Carrot Top.
after the third halftime,
He was there?
WWE had a bunch of people there. We'll throw Bailey,
Yeah.
Mercedes Moné,
Yeah, get a ring
Sasha
set up
Banks
real
down
quick.
there.
By the
They can
way,
have a ratchet
couple
match.
tables,
Rey
slam a
Mysterio
couple tables.
can referee.
Next year in New Orleans, contingency plan.
Right?
Let's do it.
Lights could go out there.
Second halftime
Never
show.
know. A second halftime.
Second halftime
show.
I better
You
see
got to
no-
prepare.
I better see No Limit.
No, you see that
at the
was
New
it
Orleans
Cascade or
halftime.
Tiesto that was in the end zone?
No Limit and
I
Lil
think
Wayne.
Method Man was in
DJs.
Vegas too.
Well, the Woo's everywhere, Rich.
I saw
You
the
know.
Woo. The Woo had a 2-day residency.
Yeah, the Woo
Yeah.
has resident. I'm going next
the
month,
9th
I
and
think.
10th.
Staten
Oh,
Island and
DJ.
Vegas.
So you Staten Islanders are everywhere,
So
Rich.
I had a longer residency in Vegas than them. 3 days.
Well, to start with, yeah, but they're going to continue for
Oh,
the
oh, I
Holler
gotcha.
at your boy.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how it could have started.
TJ,
That
exactly.
could have started the second halftime show.
Contingency halftime
We
show.
had
Good
gold,
fantasy.
Jerry.
That's my
Gold.
man
we'd
right
kick,
there.
We'd kick Apple right out. It would be the Rich Eisen Show presents.
Oh yeah. We're in.
I don't know if we could afford it.
I was like, how much
you want
are
to
we
pass the
paying-
hat
How
around?
much are we paying for that?
Pray for overtimes now in the Super Bowl.
Apple.
I love it. Seriously, who would you have wanted to hear from?
Oh, Ariana Grande, because she needs to do it.
That is the most
Mike, why
unexpected
do
thing
I
of all
Out of
not
time.
see
everybody
you
we
listening
just
to
said.
Ariana
Because I've
Grande?
seen Lady Gaga do it. I've seen McCartney do it. I've seen Beyonce do it.
You know, I haven't seen Taylor Swift do it. How are you
She's-
not going Taylor Swift?
No. Yeah, she'll has to have the
Well,
real
Rich,
one.
we're the
She
only
can't
ones
be
that
the
didn't see
second.
her in concert.
I know that.
Yeah,
So-
she's got to be the second.
The whole world
She's got to be the
already
main
went.
halftime. Ariana Grande would be perfect for that.
No, I want Jay-Z and Beyonce. What are you, crazy?
No, I already saw them.
When did
When?
you see
When
them?
did you see
Beyonce
them?
already did it.
Jay-Z did not.
Well, Jay-Z, yeah, he was like after
Exactly.
the fact.
Ariana
Nah,
Grande out of
nah.
everybody.
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
I know she
7
is.
rings, baby. Come on. Big star.
Mike, there's
I'm
no
a
way
big
you're
fan of
driving
Ariana
down the
Grande.
street on the
Lizzo?
PCH.
Totally.
How about
Listen to
Lizzo?
Ariana Grande.
Now Lizzo would have too many other people like with her.
She's actually
What
used
do you mean? Usher brought out like 4 different people.
Yeah, because half of his songs have them.
Lizzo used Minnesota Vikings in one of her songs.
That's true.
The lyric.
Well, if they were in the Super Bowl, then most definitely she would have came out. You know.
I
want the wrestling match.
I look for performance.
I'm staggered
because
by
I'm going to
that-
be honest
by
with you.
that-
I
by
wasn't
that
impressed
punch.
last night, and I've seen a lot of them live in the rehearsals. He was good.
Mikey just was.
I didn't ruin it. It wasn't. It just didn't. I wasn't. I was not. It's not in my top 10.
No, I thought the halftime show was kind of like the game. It started really slow and then finished awesome.
Yeah, it was like a Vegas show.
gotta be-
And
with
like the Niners
beginning,
defense,
man, it's gotta be-
They were
it's
on
gotta be
roller
money.
skates at the end. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.